Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery. We talk about recovery from addiction. My name is Nicole, and I'm an addict. My sobriety date is July 13th. Hey, fell into trouble, 2015. So, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I went downstairs, I had dinner, and I had a chicken breast with a little bit of mashed potatoes and some corn. And I fed Nate, and then I gave him a bath, and then we came upstairs, and I laid on the bed, and I fell asleep. And it felt so good. So, but I'm here now. I apologize, you guys. Avalon actually texted me and was like, I stayed up. Hey, Avalon. I just said your name. And I said, well, you know what? I haven't missed a live stream in what, y'all? A month? Hey, Christy. So I was laying in bed and I was thinking, and I said, you know what? I can't miss a stream. That's irresponsible of me. And so I was like, let me get up on here and talk to everybody for a little bit, because I just don't want to break my you know, I've been doing it and staying consistent. So, first of all, I don't know if you guys watch a lot of YouTube, but I do. I love YouTube. It's like my TV. And there's been this scandal going around with this YouTuber, a fitness YouTuber named Brittany Dawn Fitness. Yeah, and so she started selling these packages, right? These fitness coaching packages. And her channel blew up. Hey, Richard. Her channel blew up, and she started getting a lot of people, like, signing up for these coaching classes, right? Well, hey, baby. She ended up, they would sign up to classes, and she would take their money, and then she wouldn't be able to get back with them. There were so many people, I guess. I don't know. And what she's saying is that it just grew overnight, and there were so many people that she couldn't keep up with it. Brittany Dawn Fitness. So, what I was thinking about was, now, forgive me, y'all. What I was thinking about was how easy it is to say, hey, guys, you can come over here to my channel, or you can come over here to this, and you can sign me up for, I'll be your coach. And then imagine how many people, once they start paying you money to interact with them, that's like, they will hold you to a standard like nothing other. So, I mean, I was just thinking about how, like, I'm so grateful that, you know, like, that hadn't crossed my mind, because I could see where that could pull somebody down so quickly. Because what happens when your channel starts growing and people start, like, wanting to have your attention and stuff, right? And that would be, like, so much stress. But anyway, long story short, this girl literally ripped these folks off and, like, took their money and didn't give them any services. And so she just put up a apology video today on it. And you know what? At least she's trying to make it right. But she's also trying to make people sign a non-disclosure, whatever that, NDA. Anyway, sorry. I digress. YouTube drama. I digress. So I want to save this addiction magazine for tomorrow, because I don't want to, like, because I'm tired, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's got stuff in here about medically assisted treatment, you guys. Here, I'm going to read some of the chapters to you guys so y'all know what all's in here. Okay, what is addiction? Addiction by the numbers. Addiction, dopamine, and learning. What is it about chronic pain? Are you hardwired for addiction? Let's read that one real fast. 18. Okay, listen up, y'all. Are you hardwired for addiction? Okay, every child has a DNA sequence made up of genes from both his or her mother and father. While we have learned much about how those genes can contribute to the development of substance abuse, they do not and cannot fully explain why one child with a family of risk addiction may develop the disorder and a sibling may not. So, Me and my 3 sisters. 2 of us have the disease of addiction, and 1 of us does not. I don't know. I didn't pay for mine. If you'll let me look when we get off here, I'll look and see if I have an extra one, and I'll just send it to you, Bama. I sent Jason one, and just let me see if I think I might have another one. I think I have like 4. So, me and my 3 sisters, 2 of us are addicts. So here we go. Okay. The field of epigenetics, the study of how environmental factors can switch genes on and off, is shedding new light on how brain-based disorders can be passed down from generation to generation. What we're looking at here is how cells and DNA can provide a kind of encyclopedia for the natural history of the human mind. These kinds of studies continue to enhance our understanding of how the environment can make changes to what our genes do, and how these changes can arise in the brain and support variations both in our traits and our risk for diseases. New research is showing us how a parent's drug use and stress can alter the course of brain development, and with that, increase the risk for addiction in future generations. Oh my God, that scares me. Drug use and increased risk for addiction. Yasmin Hurd, a neuroscientist at Icahn School of Medicine, has studied the many epigenetic changes that parental drug use can have on offspring. Her work has shown that heroin and other drug use can make changes to nerve growth factors, substance likened to brain fertilizer. Those changes, as well as changes to different genes in the brain's reward regions, significantly increase the risk for addiction in offspring. What's more, these effects were shown not just in the next generation, but in following generations as well. We see that drug use results in greater sensitivity when offspring are exposed to an opiate. Think about how many people have been given an opiate prescription, and perhaps the fact that more and more people are becoming addicted could be because they were exposed to certain drugs in utero or during adolescence. The results show us that the brain is adapting to these exposures. It is changing the way different brain pathways communicate, and these changes last into adulthood and beyond, into the next generation. It's something we need to study deeper so we can better understand the implications. Because while we are all different in our vulnerability to subsequent disease, addiction or otherwise, we know that there are some environmental exposures during development that will change your sensitivity and up your risk. Oh my God. That makes me so scared. Because, okay, let me share you guys. My parents are both, they're not alcoholics or addicts, okay? But my mother's mom and dad are, and my dad's dad is, okay? And then me and my sister Michelle are, but my sister Christine is not. That makes me so, I was born addicted. Okay, so Richard, do you think, so that kind of shows, that proves right there, because, so Richard was born with a dependency, okay? So, and he had to detox off, right? Do you think that had to do you think because of that happening, that you had a greater, I guess you do, because that's what it's saying in here, you know, that we,
Mommy?
yeah.
Can I just, I don't know why I'm gonna lie.
Okay. Really, Avalon? I did not. Well, damn, girl. I didn't know that. But, you know, that would, like, explain a lot. Because I feel like, you know, so for some of us, I know for some of you guys that struggle with addiction now. Yes, fell into trouble. I absolutely agree about that. I agree about that. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray over my son. Hey, Joseph. What it be? What it be? How are you doing? Have you gotten out of treatment yet? Here, baby, you can pick it.
I can like do whatever I like.
I'm tired, y'all. Anyway, that's what that magazine is about. So I'm excited to read it tomorrow. I just fell asleep today, y'all. You know, I know that my higher power can, if he can deliver me from the disease of addiction like he did, from that obsession to use, then I know that he can deliver my son, you know, and I just got to keep the faith and keep doing the next right thing and keep talking to him and keep him right there beside me, you know, and I'm going to be straight up with you guys. My son's 4. He's too young to know, you know, really what's going on now. But when he gets old enough, I'm going to explain to him everything. I'm going to tell him all about when he got, you know, taken from me and everything. Because I don't want him to make the same decisions I did. I don't want him to ruin his life, you know? So, hopefully I'll make good choices and, hopefully I'll be able to talk with him and deliver it to him in a way that is easy for him to understand. But he'll be older. Like, I'm talking like 13 or something. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on you guys, though, and let y'all know I love y'all. And come over here and be like, yo, guys, I'm sorry. I fucking fell asleep. So, I know, Avalon, it's like we have to teach them new coping skills, you know? So, I think that it's just going to be like, I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray and put the whole armor of God over my little Nate. You know, I pray over him every day, you guys. When I take him to school and I drop him off, I pray over him. I send him to school with just a cloak of anointance over him because I love him so much. And I know that my mom used to do that for me. She would pray with us in the car and then she would drop us off. I mean, I love my son so much, you guys. Fell into trouble, I think that's the way it should be, you know, because instead of trying to protect our children and lie to them, we have to educate them, you guys. And that's what helps us, you know, stop all this, is we have to educate our young people and let them know, like, hey, it's not fun and games. If you go out and get high, it could change your life forever. It could screw up your life forever. It's not just fun and games anymore, you know. When I started getting high, you guys, I thought it was just cool. I thought I was going to fit in. I thought I was, you know, skinny. I was losing weight. I was popular, you know. It turned into literal a lifestyle. I'm proud of you, Bama, and I'm really sorry that you've been going through it lately, girl. We're all here for you, you know, and that's why, you know, I started my channel, is because I wanted us all to be able to support each other and be a part of each other's lives. I don't know if some of you ladies are in my recovery chat on Instagram, but one of our girls decided to leave, and I'm like kind of sad about it because I don't know what's going on with her. I told her I was sorry, you know, that she's having a hard time, but Christy hasn't been around for a while, and I'm worried about her. I think I have her phone number, so I'm going to message her privately and see if everything's okay. I'm glad you found us too, fell into trouble. Do I look like Lady A right now laying down in this bed? I had to do it, Felon. I know, Bama. I know. And it was like, do you remember the other day when they had commented that for me not to forget about them, and that whole kind of like that comment that was just like kind of not very nice. I think maybe she thinks I'm like, I forgot about her. So I'm going to take time out of my day today, and I'm going to message her after I get off here just one-on-one and see if she's okay. You guys, like, I hope that you guys know those of you who I contact like personally and we talk personally, I hope you guys know that, like, if you want to talk to me, all you got to do is shoot me a message. Like, that's all you got to do. And if you have my phone number and you want to talk, call me. Like, don't act like you don't know how to use the phone. You know, I can't read your mind. That's what I had to learn this when I got sober, is that people don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what you're feeling. So if you feel like I'm ignoring you or that I'm too busy, I'm not. You know that, Bama. I know I'm supposed to read y'all's minds. I ended up in a wheelchair July 23rd and afraid of people thinking I'm her when I go live. Well, we don't think that you are her. Listen, I commented on her live this morning because I just happened to be on YouTube when she went live, and I told her I was praying for her, but there was 20 people in her live and nobody was commenting anything. And I thought, I know listen, all that stuff was wrong. The house, wrong. Who watches Rich Lux and Luscious Massacre? The house down boots. Y'all, this is just a fucking shit show stream tonight, okay? You're right, I shouldn't have said that. We're just being silly tonight. She did? Okay. Well, you know what? That's probably the best thing because it was not serving her. You know what I mean? Like, it was just toxic. And, you know, it really bothered me when I saw her on there with that thing on her wrist. You guys, for those of y'all that do not know what I'm talking about, I fell into trouble and Save Robbie and all them through this one channel called Molly Go Lightly and this other lady named Lady A, right? And they're all in the true crime YouTube community. Well, they were all like gaining fame by talking about the Chris Watts case, like talking about it, and it's been over for like ever, you know what I mean? Well, I fell upon Molly Go Lightly's channel because of the Chris Watts case. And then I started to realize that she was like doing things that were kind of like crazy, like getting put in jail and stuff for shoplifting or whatever she did. And I was just like, oh my, this lady is a life coach. That's the thing. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Anybody can go online and say that they're a life coach, y'all, and get you to pay them money. And they don't have no business coaching anybody in anything. They can't even live their lives right. But this woman literally has the worst mugshot I've ever seen in my life. I got some mugshots, y'all, but this lady's mugshot, Lord, she's like, she was crying like, funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, I died because she's a 50-year-old lady, y'all, out doing all this craziness. So, and then this Lady A hustled everybody and told them that she had cancer. And so all these people were sending her super chats and stuff and donating money to her. And it's like, she doesn't even have cancer. Oh, that's wrong. Anyway, we're not turning into a gossip channel over here. I just thought I'd pop on and kind of shoot the shit with you guys. This is what I do. Like, when I'm not at work and I'm not taking care of my son, I watch this stuff on YouTube. And I laugh and laugh and laugh. I know. It was like, and that then, okay, so what I've noticed is, because I don't go and subscribe to all these girls. I saw that Perplexed Cutie, and then I like Lady Pink, but I even commented on her video and told her, like, you know, I understand that you're doing parodies or whatever, but it's like you're making fun of them. So it's like, so you spend all your days making fun of other people. That's not healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I understand that, like, she might be her parodies are, I don't know. I kind of start thinking, like, you do one too many parodies on somebody and you're just bullying the fuck out of them, you know, because those people see that, you know. I don't know. I don't do that. I guess that's just not my style, you know. I feel like, because what that does is it gets everybody over to your channel and talking about that person and making fun of that person. And that hurts. Can you imagine being the butt of the joke and going over there and seeing all those people talking about you? I've had that happen to me before, and it sucks. You know, it's just, It's not a good feeling, you know. Um, I find lots of interesting things on YouTube. Angel Rose Coulda. I do too. Um, and so many of you are new. Like I don't recognize y'all. Like y'all aren't my normal people. So I'm really glad that y'all are over here. Felon, you've been here for a little bit now. Angel, I've seen you a couple times before. Um, yeah, Bama. And the thing about it is here's the thing, guys. Like there's nothing wrong with holding our brothers and sisters in recovery accountable. If somebody we know is struggling, we need to let them know, hey, I'm worried about you. But you know what I'm learning? I'm learning that if I say something to somebody one-on-one and they don't want to take in what I have to say, that's all I have to do. I've done my part. I don't have to go on and warn everybody about everything and come on here. Now, don't get me wrong. I will let all my people know. If I have to message every one of y'all privately, I will let y'all know, beware. But I don't have to come on here and, you know, blast anybody on YouTube because I don't want to hurt people, you guys. I want to help y'all. And I feel like what happens when I do that, when I get too, y'all know how I get. I chase people away, and I don't want to hurt nobody. But I am going. So I told you guys I signed up for my peer support specialist classes. Now I have to get my, and I'm going to work through that. And once I get done with that, hopefully I'll be able to get a job down here at the rehab that I graduated from. I'm actually going to go down there and see if they have an opening, y'all. If they have an opening, like, y'all, I'll be the janitor. You hear me? Just so I can be around the kids that are in treatment and help them. Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know. I just really want to do something where I work to help other people. I love doing my channel. But wouldn't it be cool if it could be my job? And I don't mean by making my channel my job. This is always going to be just free for y'all. I'm talking about like being able to work in the rehab. That would be cool. But anyway, I'm just talking now. I'm going to jump off here and I love you guys. I really hope you guys have a good day. Will, you're having surgery, right, Shauna? Hey, Jade. Been missing you, girl. It does, Angel. Well, why don't you have your surgery, heal up from that, and then do your FAFSA? Fell into trouble. I'm going to tell you this right now. Every time I've ever had to tell somebody like that, every time they have come back and said, thank you, you were right. So for instance, I felt really bad today because C Squared, you know, was commenting on the video I put up about him, and I felt like he was upset about it. And so he showed up in my live stream today, and I told him, I said, I privated that video because I didn't want to hurt you. I'm sorry if I hurt you. It wasn't because I was trying to hurt you. I wanted you to know that I used to shoot meth and that I used to relapse on meth all the time. So I know that obsession to use, and I was trying to suggest to him to get busy in that program and get a sponsor, because that's what helped me, that sponsorship and behavioral therapy, changing my behaviors and working with a therapist, right? And so when he showed up in my live stream, you know, I told him, hey, I'll private that video. So I privated it because I didn't want to hurt him, you guys. I'm not trying to bully nobody because they're relapsed, you know. Like, I used to relapse every single day of my life. Like, I was the master relapser. I relapsed worse than anybody did. I'm chewing on a fingernail. Y'all do not think I'm nasty. I know I'm weird. But I used to relapse so much that, like, my sponsors and everybody was like, oh, she's just going to relapse again. I mean, they didn't say that, but I'm sure they were thinking that. You know what I mean? So, I know. So fell into trouble. If he could just get himself on the straight and narrow and get some sobriety under his belt, get some recovery, then he could do great things. And that's the thing. Like, I've been watching him for 3 years. I started watching him right when I first got into recovery in 2015, I think it was. And so, you know, I'm not trying to hurt him. I just wanted to help him. That's all. And I know it's hard whenever, you know, we're on YouTube and we're putting our we're putting our lives out here now. Thanks, Angel. And a lot of the times, you guys, it's scary on YouTube because I don't know about y'all, but I've experienced some stalker trolls. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I can have like 20 thumbs up on a video and there'll be 20 thumbs down. Like, I have people that literally come to my videos the minute I sign on just to thumbs them down. Yeah. I just don't. So anyway, I privated my video because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So, but I think he's okay. I don't think he took it bad, but I think if he would have said something. You know what I mean? But anyway, we'll never know. Hopefully he gets back on track. I mean, he threw away that meth in that one video. The reason I was just kind of like, what is going on here? I was like, what are you doing? Oh, Christy, girl. You don't even understand, sis. They used to come over here and make up. I would block them because they would comment something crazy. Mm-hmm. Hey, Brandon. And then they would comment again, and then I'd block them. They would just keep on doing it. Yeah, of course I did. Hey, Jade. That's awesome. Okay, any advice? Well, when you go in there, this is what I always do when I go to when I take a meeting somewhere. I read how it works. I also tell everybody what it was like before I got into my addiction, what it was like during my addiction, and what it's like now. But I also, here's my main advice. Focus on the solution. Okay? Share a little bit about what it was like when you were in active addiction, but get into the solution, girl, and let them know that they can recover just like you. Gang stalked. Oh my God. Fell into trouble. I have heard that before. Same thing. Same here. It's crazy, but it's really stopped. I mean, the whole dislike in my videos, you guys, I don't care about that. I mean, people can do that all day long. It's fine. I'm not insecure. Yes, go in there and share with them about how you've recovered from a hopeless state of mind and body. Because what can happen is when we get around people that are still in jail and stuff, at least for me, it's easy for me to get going on a tangent of my old life, my bad times, the old stories, you know. And when they're in there, we want to give them inspiration and hope. We want to inspire them to get their lives better, you know? So, yeah, that's what I would do. Anyways, when I was in jail, the nuns used to come in there and do prayer with us, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and get this little boy to sleep. Y'all look at him. Hey, Nate. Say hi there, buddy. Good boy. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the morning, okay? I'm probably going to pop on in the morning.